Past universe. In this video, I would conclude last four lagnas for the August 2024 analysis. So, in the previous two videos, I have already discussed what I have analyzed about August, and in this video also, I will brief out that actually what is going to happen for all the lagnas depending on the placement of Saturn, Rahu, Jupiter, and the transit of Venus. You will see the effect. So we all know Rahu on 7th July transited in Uttara Bhadrapad Nakshatra, which is Nakshatra of Saturn. Saturn is currently transiting in Aquarius sign. It got retrograde on 30th June. Saturn is in Purva Bhadrapad Nakshatra, which is Nakshatra of Jupiter. Jupiter is transiting in Taurus sign, okay? And Rahu is also there in the Pisces sign, which is ruled by Jupiter. So these three got interconnected in August. Now, if we see, Taurus sign is ruled by Venus, and Pisces is the exaltation sign of Venus. So Venus here also plays one of the important role. So because these four planets are playing major role, so many of us are going to see the facade happening in our lives, especially in August, related to the transits which will happen and the kind of changes you are going to see in August. So here I will begin with Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, I will explain these four planets combined together, okay, so that you can understand what cumulative effect you are going to get. So for Sagittarius, Saturn is currently transiting in your Aquarius sign, okay, which comes in the third house, and it is retrograde over there. For all those people who have got retrograde Saturn, this is your time. Things will be in your favor. You will see now that pace in your life in all the direction. Earlier things got stagnant, maybe delayed, because you have got retrograde Saturn in your kundli. So your retrograde time of Saturn will be more beneficial as compared to the direct one. So this is your time, okay? So most of the people who have got Saturn retrograde in your chart kundli, this is the time when you will see the benefit of it. So Rahu transiting in the Pisces sign, fourth house, is in the Uttara Bhadrapad Nakshatra, Saturn is in Purva Bhadrapad Nakshatra, and Jupiter is transiting in your sixth house. So these three are interconnected. Third house Saturn, fourth house Rahu, and sixth house Jupiter transit. And Venus will be transiting firstly on 31st July from Leo sign, which comes in your ninth house till 25th August. And on 25th August, Venus will shift to your 10th house Virgo sign, where it gets debilitated. So Venus being the lord of your 6th house and 11th house, so both are money houses, financial houses, but one is Trik house, sixth house, which also talks about your enemies, debts, loans, fights, competition, but even finances also, okay? And 11th house is all about your social network, elder siblings, even your gains and opportunities, desire fulfillment, all these things. So these two houses are governed by Venus. So now when Venus will be there in the ninth house, you will see many of you can change their job. They can get opportunities, especially in their career or higher education, after clearing any competitive exam, to start initiate something new. Why I'm saying initiate something new? Because Saturn is currently transiting in your third house. It will be giving its aspect on the Venus, where it will be transiting in the Leo sign till 26th August in the ninth house. So Saturn will talks about initiation, because Rahu will also give the result of Saturn. So many of you will change your place, okay? There will be change in your home, change of place will be there, and you will initiate something new. So change of place and change of home will be there, and that change, that travel will be initiation of something new in your life. Either in your career you will get opportunities to change, okay, or start new something, or even one can go for higher education. Definitely this talks about change, and change in your daily life also. Many of you can win over any competition at this time, whether it be a career related competition or a higher education related competition. That also is possible. So this is an interlink which is forming. So you have to understand this. And because Jupiter is currently transiting in your sixth house, so it is aspecting your 12th house, 10th and second house. So somewhere financial gains will definitely come through your career, but with travels and changes. So August is talking about initiation of something, but with a change. okay, and with a movement. So that is definitely there. And many of you might go far away from your home also. If you are still in your home city, birth city, many of you can change the place, okay, or wherever you are you will change the place, okay, that is also possible. And even when this Venus will transit in the debilitated sign on 26th August in the 10th house, there you will see many of you will not just see the rise in status, but because it is debilitated, it is getting debilitated after that rise, after that settlement in the career, okay. You first change it, after that the settlement in the career or the status, some difficulties can come in the initial level. Why I'm saying that? Because Venus here is getting debilitated, okay. So some communication problem, because it's a Mercurian sign, some communication problems, some documentation handling problem, this could be one of the reason when you will enter the career, the new profession, you will face in the early stage, okay. So this particular issue of debilitated Venus from 26th August in the 10th house will be more effective in your documentation work, in maybe in your finances, because Ketu is also connected over there, maybe because it Venus also talks about the comforts of your life, daily life. Your comforts can get disturbed, okay, because even Ketu is it's somewhere getting connected with Venus, and Venus being the lord of your sixth house, it talks about the daily life. So somewhere many of you can face problems in their daily life because of it. Maybe finances get disturbed because of the career, or maybe some people their daily life can get disturbed. Some people can get health issue also. Maybe they get a new job, but along with that health issue comes in their life. So debilitation sometimes, especially if it is in the Kendra or Trikona, acts like this, that it will give you benefit result of being in the Kendra house, but with some problem. Okay, so Venus here after 26th August for all the Sagittarius Lagna people, it will give you that change and that status in career, but with a certain degree of troubles. Okay, that troubles can be in your daily life related to your financial things, or whatever loan or rent or debt, whatever you are going through, that also can be the major issue, or any competition, or even all of a sudden health issue comes in your life, some health issue. So this will be advised to all the Sagittarius Lagna people, that whatever changes are coming, just keep caution of how you are managing your finances, your relation with your especially with your colleagues, and your health, okay. Now, I have covered Saturn, Rahu, Jupiter, Venus, and Ketu. Now, the remaining planets are Sun, Mercury, and Mars. So, Mars will be transiting in Taurus sign till 26th August. Okay, and on 26th August, it will enter Gemini sign. Mars being the lord of your fifth house and 12th house. So, being the 12th house lord, it becomes, somewhere malefic, and being the lord of your fifth house, Purva Punya Karma. So, it gives average result for all the Sagittarius Lagna, and especially because Mars is very friendly with Jupiter, so it will somewhere give good result, but not brilliant or excellent results for this Lagna. So when Mars will be conjunct with Jupiter in the sixth house till 26th August, you will see many of you can get opportunities to travel for their daily work. Sudden change can come in their life, and due to which they can travel, okay. They can shift their place, okay. They can get opportunities from foreign land for their job or career. So definitely, if the Mahadashantar Pratintar is there, changes are going to come in your daily life with movements, with travels, and even it can bring expenditure also, because Jupiter here in the sixth house troubles somewhere brings troubles in the health, definitely, because it is aspecting your second house. So whenever Jupiter aspect the second house or sixth house is somewhere getting affected, it definitely brings health issues related to diabetes, cholesterol, obese, stomach related problem, indigestion. So all these problems, diabetes also, as I mentioned, cholesterol, so all these problems can come. And even as I said, some seasonal diseases which happen, that also can be the reason for the expenditure, okay. Now, Another thing, when this Mars will enter the Gemini sign on 26th August. So Gemini sign where Mars gets little bit impulsive, because Mars feels very uncomfortable in Mercurian signs, so because it's inimical to Mercury. So Mars here will be very reactive. Maybe such people start getting very angry, and because it's even the 12th house lord, so 12th house, 8th house, 6th house makes you very angry at times. So when this house lord sits in the seventh house, it will be transiting through your seventh house. Somewhere you will see you are reacting very badly with other people. Those other people can be your partners also, spouse, business partners, or anyone around you other than you. You can become very impulsive, and even your, if you're married, your spouse can also get, because ultimately this Mars in the seventh house is not just affecting your seventh house, but it is even the aspect is affecting your first house, and another aspect to which the eighth aspect is going in the second house. So your speech can also get disturbed, so you might become little harsh in your words, and you start abusing, or not abusing, but at least straightforward you will become at this time. So mind it, till the time Mars is there in the Gemini sign in the seventh house, you need to keep in check of your speech, how you are speaking, and control your anger. You need to do this. Don't be impulsive and don't take any rash decision at this time. Now, talking about Sun, Sun will be there in the Cancer sign in the eighth house, being the lord of the ninth house till 16th August. After that, it will enter the Leo sign in the ninth house. So, till the time it is there in the eighth house, some health issues could be there to your father, gurus, bosses. Your luck won't favor. Maybe you have to go away from your father. A travel can be there, shift can be there. All of a sudden, transformation can be there. So, this is one thing. But when this sun will enter the Leo sign on 16th August, your luck will start to favor, your father's health will improve, your bosses, your gurus will favor. Maybe some of you can go for higher education if the Mahadasha Pratintar is going on, and depending on your age. Every factor has to be considered. Like why I give two factors for every combination, both the positive and negative. The only reason is none of the planets and their combination just give negative result or just give positive result. It has both aspects. It has positive aspect also, it has got negative aspect also, and it's my duty as an astrologer, to tell you that you can face, depending, I don't know what you are going through, whether your Mahadasha is good or bad, but you can understand if you are going through bad Mahadasha, then this combination can go in this way, means in a bad way also. Okay, if you are going through good Mahadasha, then whatever combinations I'm telling in a good manner, okay, this combination can give you this good result, so that can also happen with you. So it depends on also on your Mahadasha Antar Pratyanta Dasha. So that's the reason why I said Sun after 16th August will give you good result, and similarly other planets I told you both the aspect of it, good and bad. Now when Mercury will be there in the Leo sign from 19 July till 22nd August, it will even get retrograde in between on 5th August, and then on 22nd August it will enter Cancer sign. So Mercury being the lord of your 7th house and 10th house, it governs your marriage, business, partnership, and even 10th house, which talks about your career, profession, karmas, and status. So 7th house is also public image, high status. So when Mercury gets connected like this, many of such people, when this Mercury will go into Leo sign, some of you can get married, some of you can start higher education or change their career from 19th July till 22nd August. In between, it will get retrograde on 5th August. So the only problem will come because of retrogression would be that while traveling, because ninth house also talks about changes and travels. So while traveling, documentation work has to be kept in check. And when you are traveling, maybe by car or you are driving a vehicle, so keep in check of the wrong direction. Okay, you don't go in the wrong direction. This is another thing. Even when you are commuting, okay, there also your communication has to be very correct, because retrograde Mercury sometimes brings miscommunication in what you say and what it is conveyed. Okay, so ultimately just keep in check of all these things, else most of the things look really good. And because Saturn will also aspect this Mercury, so many of you will see your intellect is favoring you in your career to initiate new things. Even your luck and your father and bosses and gurus will also favor you for that. Okay, so this was all for Sagittarius. Now we'll move ahead with Capricorn. For Capricorn Lagna, your Lagna Lord itself is Saturn. So I have already discussed about Saturn, Rahu, Jupiter combination along with Venus. So in your case, Saturn is currently transiting in your second house, and Saturn being the Lord of your first house and second house, somewhere talks about that you and your family have really struggled hard in their life for money, for finances, and for food. Okay, for growth always. Okay, because Saturn governs you and your second house. Okay, now when Saturn is getting retrograde and is there in the second house somewhere, and even Rahu being in the third house will be in the nakshatra of Saturn, and Jupiter is there in the fifth house. So these are interconnected. Somewhere many people at this time will focus on more on finances and its stability. So if you can work on your finances, maybe earlier you just took it very casually to manage your finances. Maybe you were not so focused, but now what you are going to do is you are going to invest your money, because ultimately Saturn is aspecting the eighth house and the fourth house. Many of you can do a lot of investments at this time, and those investments can be initiation of anything, maybe as a business, real estate, or as any kind of venture, or joint maybe joint finances with your spouses. As such, you will be more focusing on your finances and family stability, okay, at this time. And because Jupiter is currently aspecting in your is currently transiting in your fifth house, many of you can look for progeny or a childbirth in your life. So this is the right time. Many of you who are into basic education, they can go for higher education, they can look for some new career opportunities, they can look for higher education, either in masters or PhD, both the time are there, and even for childbirth and bachelors. So these are the situations, current situations which are forming. And not just this, Jupiter is talking about higher education, increasing your knowledge, childbirth. Even it is talking about love relationship. For all those who are into love relationship, you can mm, move ahead in your relationship, and you can even propose someone for marriage also, because Jupiter's aspect is there on the 11th house and ninth house. Both houses somewhere talks about marriage, and it even is aspecting the first house. So luck will also favor you at this time. Many of you can even do mantra sadhana or visit any pilgrimage also. Now, talking about the other planet, which is Venus, who is going to affect the interrelation between these three planets, Saturn, Rahu, and Jupiter. Venus, firstly, will be transiting in the Leo sign in your 8th house. Venus being the lord of your 5th house and 10th house, when it will be going in your 8th house in the Leo sign till 26th August. So, somewhere some disturbances can come in your love relationship, maybe, but for a very short duration. Okay, some transformation, some up and down can come in your love relationship if you are into and even in your career also, some sudden transformation, some sudden hurdles, up and down, or burden, okay, overload, over burden of lot of work in your career, that also can come, because ultimately 8th house talks about um, uh, unscheduled work which is not 9 to 5, it can be even late night. So such things can happen where you have to work for longer duration of hours. So that situation can come in your life, and hurdles also, problems also, some different situations. But after 26th August, you will see that when this Venus will enter the ninth house, Virgo sign, where it gets debilitated. So many of you can change your work, okay? You can change your seat if you're not changing your job, but you can change your seat, position, work, and many of you can travel also. Some of you can start your career at this time from from higher education, they can go to career. Some of you can get opportunity to go for career as a teacher, okay, as a professor in some foreign lands, that is also possible. And many of you can even as I said, can even visit to one of their gurus, or even father at this time. Okay, so these are some of the combinations which are forming because of the transit of 10th house in the ninth house, 10th house lord in the ninth house, and the interconnection which is forming with the Saturn, Rahu, and Jupiter. So this is somewhat like majorly it is talking about the transformations, changes that are happening, transformations that are happening, which will ultimately help you in bringing changes and upliftment in your finances. Okay, one can even invest their money in different FDs, mutual funds, while Venus is transiting in the 8th house till 26th August, because ultimately Venus talks about all the financial things which you can do in your life, and Saturn is currently transiting in the 2nd house. So this is the time when you can work really hard to gain more money. Okay, so the transit is somewhere predicting like you will get lot of money through hard work, especially money which is like unearned money, someone who gets black money, unearned money, or money through research activities, those also. Okay, now talking about Mars. Mars is currently transiting in the Taurus sign in the 5th house. Okay. Mars being the lord of your 4th house and 11th house, transiting in the 5th house with Jupiter, which is friendly to it, somewhere will give you good result, especially in terms of your home. You can buy some property, vehicle. In terms of your spouse, because 4th house also talks about sahapatni. Okay, and even your mother. So all these things, your happiness will increase because of your children. Also, your happiness can increase because of your own hard work, your own intellect. You can do something in your life, something new. Maybe some of you start trading also at this time. Many of you will see your children are doing really good in their education. Your ultimately your desires are getting fulfilled related to them. Okay, and even not just that, some of you can even start initiate something new related to product selling, any kind of product selling, uh, maybe as a trading also, or maybe in any kind of software related fields. Some of you can initiate new work at this time. Along with that, as I already said, because Mars is currently being the lord of 4th house, is currently transiting in the 5th house, and whenever Mars, Rahu, Saturn, such planets are there, then many of these students, especially students, can have technical bent of mind, or can maybe can join any of the engineering institute, technical institute at this time for education. They can get into any software or product designing work in their career. So this is all interlinked. Why I'm saying that? Because your 10th house and your 5th house lord are same, Venus, and when Mars is transiting from the 5th house, so some technical work in career can also be initiated at this time till Mars is transiting in the 5th house till 26th August. Okay, and it will be even conjunct with its friendly planet Jupiter. So many of you can start your engineering or technology bachelor's, like something bachelor's. Okay, bachelor's in engineering and technology, and many of you can join career related to product designing, any software related work, or any engineering or technical work where designing is there. Okay, so Mars becomes very beneficial, especially for the technical work, if it is connected with 5th house. So in the transit, it is getting connected till 26th August. After that, it will be transiting in the 6th house in the Gemini sign, where it will be in the inimical sign. It doesn't feel comfortable in the Mercurian sign. So many of you, their anger can increase, and they can even fight verbally. They can fight in written. They can fight with anyone. Okay, by sending uh, harsh messages to someone, because Mars here doesn't know how to react. So one can digitally also be little harsh in their words, and here someone can take impulsive decisions also. Okay, because 6th house is there, some fights can be there, definitely verbal fights will be there. And this combination can be good for all those analytical people, for those who are into CA, who are into analytical fields. There you can do really good in your competition. If you are giving any CA exam or something like that related to analytical fields, then Mars here in 6th house in the Mercurian sign can make you win over those competitions. Okay, whether it be related to your job, career, or even education. Okay, but mind it, you need to keep in check of your words and speech. Now, similarly, if I talk about Sun being in the Cancer sign till 16th August, which is Lord of your 8th house, will somewhere bring difficulties in your partnership, whether be marriage or business. Okay, but after 16th August, when it will enter the 8th house, Leo sign, then you will see all of a sudden transformations will come in your life. Those sudden transformation can bring inheritance, can bring a lot of changes in your life. Sudden transformation of achieving a status in your life, sudden transformation of going somewhere for your career or for your education. So those sudden transformation can be very beneficial for all the Capricorn people after 16th August. But mind it, when planet like Sun is there in the 8th house, so many of you can have nausea or vomiting sensation, headache at this time from 16th August for the next 1 month. Okay, so you have to just check of your health or health of your any of your family member. Then Mercury is transiting in the Leo sign 8th house from 19 July till 22nd August. Mercury being the lord of your 6th house and 9th house, when it will be transiting in the 8th house, somewhere there will be some difficulties in the changes you are expecting in your life, the kind of changes that you are expecting if the Mahadashantar and Pitantar is of Mercury. And those changes can even bring difficulties because your luck won't favor you, your father, bosses, your gurus won't favor you. And not just that, but because 6th house lord is also going in the 8th house, so it makes Vipreet Raj Yoga. Maybe they don't favor you, but still your competitiveness, your fighting spirit can help you win over those competition of your daily life, or any health issue that you had. You can find the right doctor for it. So maybe your luck is not favoring you, your father, gurus, your elders are not favoring you, but still, because it is making Vipreet Raj Yoga, even after difficulties, your own fighting spirit, your own competitiveness will help you win over all the competition, over your enemies, or in any daily life, whether be health related, finance related, you will be able to cope over it. So, as I said, when this Mercury will enter Cancer sign on 22nd August, being the lord of the 6th house and 9th house, here it will favor your partner, spouse, and business, where luck will favor your partner, your spouse, and business at this time, but with lot of difficulties it will happen. Maybe some of you might get married at this time, some of you might uh, you know settle at this time, but that situation will bring lot of difficulties and fights. So after fight you will get married. If the time is in your favor, then definitely these fights will result into start of new relationship in the form of marriage, or start of new business. Both this situation will happen depending on your chart, whether it is favoring or not. But the situation is looking like you will get married and you will start a business, but only after fights and competition, because 6th house lord is also going in the 7th house. So somewhere after fight, after struggle, you will somewhere secure your marriage. Okay, so this is the situation which is happening for all the Capricorn Lagnas. So most of you are looking for financial stability at this time. Not just financial stability, for your financial stability you are looking for those changes to happen in your life. Okay, and those changes are only going to come if you invest your finances. Okay, you have to do certain investments. So Venus is talking about investments and joint income, or any kind of security that you want. For that you have to work really hard and spend more time in your career. Okay, you need to increase your working hours. So this is what the transit is currently telling. And if you are looking for childbirth, time is looking very favorable. For love relationship, that is also favorable. Higher education, basic education, the time looks really favorable. Your desires are going to get fulfilled. Now, talking about Aquarius Lagna, for you, your Lagna Lord and your 12th house Lord both are currently, because they both are same Saturn, are retrograde. So your lung lord, which is even your 12th house lord, is currently retrograde in the first house. Now, being in the first house and being lord of the 12th house, somewhere you will get opportunities to travel, okay, to shift your place, okay, but that will also bring along a lot of expenditures. And even it not just can bring expenditures, but even it can bring certain degree of health issues in your life, okay, because it is ultimately getting retrograde. So this movement of this change and shift of Saturn, along with Rahu, which is presently in the nakshatra of Saturn, transiting in your second house, will more so ever will behave like Saturn. So somewhere you are pushing yourself, you are putting lot of effort through your mind, through your physical abilities, your through your hard work. You are somewhere pushing yourself to improve your finances, okay, to improve your ultimately your finances. So maybe many of you might shift or look for opportunities to travel abroad, or if not travel abroad, at least change your place, go somewhere else and travel, and then improve your finances, and may even look for the change for their family also. So these are some of the things you will see. And because it is even connected with Jupiter, and Jupiter is talking about your home life, your peace of mind. Jupiter is currently transiting in the fourth house, so your peace of mind will ultimately come only when you go somewhere else, you shift your place, you change your dimensions, you change some, you bring some change, some transformations is there, some travels are there through which you can improve your finances. You can bring improvement in your finances and improvement in your family life, and that will bring a peace of mind in your home life. And even some of you, if you are looking for maybe buying a new home, or at least renovating it, buying new property, buying new vehicle, this is the right time for you all, okay. Ultimately the whole situation of this combination is talking about that you are looking for peace in your life, happiness in your life, and some new property or vehicle for your comfort, which will only come if you maybe you change your place, go to new place, or you look for your finances to improve in life. Then only you can bring stability in your family and happiness in your family, and you can buy something for comfort. So these are interconnected. First, second, and fourth house are currently interconnected, and in between Venus will also give its result, because Venus being the lord of Taurus sign, where Jupiter is currently transiting, and exaltation sign of Venus is, we all know, Pisces, where Rahu is transiting. So somewhere Venus is also affecting this combination. So Venus will be transiting in the Leo sign, which comes in your seventh house, and Venus being the lord of your fourth house and ninth house, when it will transit in the Leo sign from 31st July till 25th August, somewhere you will see some changes, some luck will favor you, some maybe in your business, maybe your father and mother favor you, your family favors you in initiating new business or in the growth of your new business. Even you will see your spouse will favor you at this time, your luck will favor you in your business, and even you will see that whatever difficulties were coming in your, especially in your married life, okay, some of you might be facing issues in their married life. So now those all issues will come down, because ultimately Aquarius sign, Aquarius people are really struggling. If it's your moon sign, then you are going through sade sati, but if it's your lagna, then also somewhere, because the pressure of Saturn is there in your lagna. So difficulties in your marriage and profession is already there. So the transit of Venus in the Leo sign will somewhere be very beneficial. So luck will favor you, your some of your parents, father and mother will favor you, and those changes can even mean the travel along with your spouse to different place, or some movement can be there to foreign settlement also, that is also possible at this time. Venus then on 25th August will shift to Virgo sign, where it gets debilitated in the 8th house. So now Maybe some of you, as I said, some of you may look for foreign settlement with their spouse and family. So after 26th August, you will see certain difficulties, extreme level of difficulties can come, because Venus is not just getting debilitated, but it is even in the eighth house. So difficulties related to your parents, related to your father, mother, if they are also shifting along with you, or someone, if they are not shifting, but still some issues in their health can come at this time. Maybe some of you, your mind can get disturbed at this time. Maybe your peace of mind can get disturbed. Even your because of those sudden transformations, suddenness in your life, some health issues can come. Venus even talks about the health issues. So this is the thing, especially you need to keep, when Venus is debilitated in the eighth house, you need to keep in check of your genitals, okay? Because it PCOD, whosoever has got PCOD, PCOS, uterus related problems, genitals related problems, you can have health issues at this time, okay, after 26th August. Then talking about Mars, Mars being the lord of your third house and your 10th house. So Mars is firstly transiting in the Taurus sign in the fourth house, and Mars here will be conjunct with Jupiter, which is friendly with Mars. So somewhere you will see benefic result of it. Some of you can start their career, initiate their career from home itself only. Some of you can even initiate career in their life, new career, from home itself. So it could be like work from home. Some of you can initiate a new career as a real estate trader, or any kind of trading, or even not just real estate trading or any kind of trading, but you can even initiate your career from your home city, okay? From your hometown, from your home itself only. That is also possible at this time. But if Mars Mahadasha Antar Pitantar is going on, for all those people who were looking for changes, especially initiation of a new career, but from home itself only, this could be the right time. And many of you, you will find majorly wherever you are working, especially, okay, if you are working in some other city, there you can buy some, not buy, if not buy, but you can rent a property or vehicle, buy a vehicle, because this time also looks for all those people who want to buy property or vehicle, especially wherever you are living. Maybe you are born in some place and you have shifted for career in some other place, you may buy property or vehicle over there, okay? This time also looks favorable for all these things. Maybe even this also talks about, because Mars is transiting in the fourth house, so some of you may face some difficulties in your home life, because ultimately Mars in the fourth house brings difficulties, especially fights and differences in your home life with your spouse, especially, I mean to say sahapatni. So there, and your peace of mind can get little bit disturbed, though Jupiter is there conjunct, friendly planet, Jupiter is there conjunct. So maybe the amount of the quantity of that difficulty could be less, but still some difficulties or disturbance in peace of mind could be there till 26 August. After 26 August, this Mars will shift to transit to Gemini sign in the fifth house. Now, being the lord of your 10th house and third house, when it will shift to fifth house, some of you who want to change your career, who want to start a new career in technical field, okay, in any area, okay, but in technical field, then this could be the right time for you to start that career, because fifth house talks about the change, fifth house talks about the technical education, and being the lord of the 10th house, which talks about your profession, career, and even fifth house talks about the position, hereditary positions. Even in government job you can get any technical positions, okay? And third house talks about the initiation. So all these people can go for all these things, but mind it, if you're looking for progeny at this time, this can bring difficulties, especially because Mars is there in the inimical sign and it is in the fifth house. Some difficulties while pregnancy can come, and many of you can face difficulties in their love relationship also. So you have to keep in check of all these things. Now, talking about Sun and Mercury, Sun will be transiting from the Cancer sign till 16th August. After that, it will enter Leo sign. So Sun being the lord of your seventh house, till the time it is there in the sixth house. If Mahadashantaram Pitnita is there of Sun, definitely you may face problems in your partnership with the spouse, or in business you can see some troubles you are facing, losses especially you are facing, or separation, okay, or fight in your marriage, or even in your business partner business, okay. But after that, after 16th August, because sun will be transiting in the Leo sign in the 7th house, more so ever it's a good transit. Seventh house lord will be in the seventh house, but mind it, because the aspect of Saturn will be there. Still ego clashes and some difficulties could be there between two people, between partners, especially I would say in marriage, one can have difficulties with their spouse. Okay, still after separation also, as I said, there could be little bit difficulty. And if I talk about in the business partnership, there one can have difficulties with their bosses. Okay, so this is foreseen for all those people who have got Sun Mahadasha Antarpitantar for the Aquarius Lagna. Now, Mercury will be there in the Leo sign from 19th July till 22nd August, being the Lord of your 5th house and your 8th house. This will bring difficulties, especially after 22nd August, when it will be there in the Cancer sign. So, till 22nd August from 19th July, you can get into love relationship. You can get married with your, love, or you can even look for progeny childbirth at this time. But with difficulties it will come, with hurdles it will come, because fifth house lord whenever goes into the seventh house, definitely you can look for childbirth, you can look for marriage with your love partner, or even arranged marriage, but ultimately it will come with difficulties, because it's even the eighth house lord after a lot of transformations, major transformations. So this is possible for all those people who have got Mercury, Mahadasha, Antar and Pratita Dasha right now at this time. And after 22nd August, when this Mercury will enter Cancer sign in your 6th house, there, because Vipreet Raj Yoga will be formed. So all those people who are looking for any kind of hereditary position in government services, okay, in research related areas, as a doctor, lawyer, CA, all those areas, or any research scientist positions, research related positions also, you will see all of a sudden getting and clearing any competitive exam and getting a position, hereditary position. So this is some of the major transits happening in August, and the analysis shows that for Aquarius Lagna, what looks really into picture is many of you can go for foreign settlement, okay, with your family, especially with your family, or if you're married. But if you're not married, many of you will get married and then will move. Okay, so this is the possibility, and you are actually looking for family stability, you want to settle down in life, you want money stability also, and you are looking for both the things, but with the movement, with the shift to foreign place or different place. So this is particularly for Aquarius. Now talking about Pisces. So for Pisces, Saturn being the lord of your 11th and 12th house currently is transiting and retrograde in the your 12th house. So many of you, for your gains and profits and desire fulfillment, might have shifted to foreign places. Okay, if not foreign countries, at least far away from your birthplace, in the same country, alone. That too alone. 12th house talks about loneliness also, so you could be alone also. If you are among people, then also you will feel alone, and maybe you're just focused on yourself. Many of you might get spiritual and very dharmic at this, if not dharmic, very spiritual and charitable also. Maybe you volunteer into spirituality or some charitable work, you volunteer over there, because Rahu is there in the first house, so whole focus is there on yourself, and Rahu will be there in the nakshatra of Saturn. So because Saturn is currently in the 12th house, so you are all alone, you want to be all alone, you don't want to focus on other people at this time. And currently Jupiter is there in the third house, so Jupiter is also somewhere affecting that, because Jupiter is aspecting your ninth house, your 11th house, your 7th house. So your luck is favoring you, your bosses, high authorities, gurus, all are favoring you in all this, and you are initiating something new in your marriage. Maybe because Ketu is also there in the 7th house, anything new, maybe you are initiating a separation, or you are letting go of all the things related to your marriage, or you are initiating a new partnership in your life. Okay, maybe you are about to settle down in a marriage or start a new business. And there could be a desire fulfillment also for many of you. Maybe you were looking for a partnership, marriage, but now you find a right partner and get settled down. Many of you might be looking for a divorce, so you might separate with your partner at this time. So both the things are possible, because ultimately Jupiter is actually aspecting the seventh house where Ketu is there. So Ketu will remove you from the seventh, means somewhere remove the boundaries of the seventh house. So you will let go of all those things whatever happened related to seventh house. So either you will let go of the partnership that happened earlier, or you will let go of all the negative things related to the seventh house, and you will take a decision to get married, okay, or to improve your marriage. So both the things can happen depending on your Mahadasha and Pratinta Dasha and your own chart. But this combination somewhere affects the uh, transits like that, okay. So luck is favoring you. Many of you can go for higher education also. So ultimately the transits are somewhere connecting with the 12th house, some benefits, some gains from the 12th house, and initiation of something new, okay, either in the higher education, in the foreign lands, your desire fulfillment, for getting married, all these things. So there are combinations which are forming for Pisces Lagna, that you are currently focusing on your own self. Many of you are currently obsessed with your personality, your body, your mind. Your intellect is like sky high. You are thinking a lot. And now I will talk about Venus. Venus here is making a connection with Jupiter, Saturn, and Rahu. So Venus will somewhere, because it will be transiting from the Leo sign from 31st July till 25th August, being the lord of your third house and your eighth house, when it will be there in the sixth house. Somewhere you will see that some kind of Vipreet Rajyog will form, and out of difficulties and transformation, you will initiate something new. Maybe you you start a new career in any kind of services after winning over any competition or something like that, and through your own skills you will start that any kind of service providing related work. You can do that, or after difficulties you take a loan to initiate something in your life, okay. Maybe education, maybe for a career, you take something, okay. And this also means that some of you can even all of a sudden they can find the right doctor for their health issues. That is also possible at this time. So ultimately this is forming a Vipreet Rajyog. After transformation and difficulties you will find a solution for from the sixth house, okay. So these are this somewhere combinations forming for the sixth house related Venus, which will be transiting till 25th August. After 25th August, when this Venus will enter the seventh house where it gets debilitated. So being the lord of the eighth house and third house, both are the both eighth house and third house talks about death, okay. So when it will enter into the seventh house, some difficulties are definitely going to come in your marriage and in your business partnership and even in your public image, okay. So that can be related to either this can be the troubles can come from any female person, or it can be all because of some of you could be dealing with a women, because of which you can face trouble in your marriage, or due to financial reason you can face trouble in your business also. Both the things, because ultimately eighth house is hidden house. It talks about death also, and third house is also house of death, and even initiation of something is skills. And because Venus is connected, so when it is going in the seventh house, somewhere because of a female some problems can come in your marriage, and because of any financial related things, issues can come in your business. So both the things are possible. And because Ketu is also there and Venus will be conjunct with Ketu, problems in marriage, problem in finance will definitely come, okay. So you have to keep in check of how you are managing your finances and your relationship with your spouse, especially females, after 25th August, okay, because even it is getting debilitated. Now talking about sun. I have discussed about Rahu, Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, and here also Ketu is also connected. Mars I will talk about because Mars will be there in the Taurus sign with Jupiter in the third house. So third house Mars is very very good. If you are initiating something, mind it, this could be the brilliant time for you because it's even the second house lord and the ninth house lord. So anything that you want to initiate as a family business in finances, in higher education, your father can favor you at this time. Your father wanted to initiate something. This is a brilliant time. Okay, so this is one of the time where you can initiate something. Okay, luck will also favor, and your skills will be such that anything you try, your luck will favor and it will be giving you the best of result. Okay, so ultimately Mars transiting in the third house till 26th August is going to give you very good result with conjunct with Jupiter, which is friendly to it. So results are going to be beneficial in all the aspects. I'm not just talking about initiation of business or related to your family or related to your finances or even related to your education, health, everything. It is going to be very beneficial, but you have to check if the Mahadasha Antarpitantar is of Mars or not. Okay, then this Mars will enter the Gemini sign on 26th August. So in the Gemini sign, in the fourth house, some problems can come. As I said, if Mahadashanta Pitantar is there in your home life, okay, in your home life, your peace of mind can get disturbed because of your harshness, your straightforward attitude, your attitude. This can happen, or even you can have fights with your family members at this time. Even someone can have fights with your father also. Okay, so this can disturb your peace of mind. You have to check in all these things. Then sun will be transiting in the Cancer sign in the fifth house till 16th August. After 16th August, it will be there in the Leo sign. Sun being the lord of your sixth house, when it will be transiting in the fifth house, definitely you can get a government position. Maybe you clear a competitive exam for any government position, and it can be a time where you can get name fame. Your children can get name fame, sorry, I'm saying that. So your children can get name fame at this time, and even you can clear any government competitive exam, government related whatever competitive exam you are giving, that you can qualify, because ultimately sixth house is all about competition. Fifth house is all about position, hereditary positions. So you can clear those exams, and ultimately this combination even looks favorable after 16th August when sun will be there in the sixth house, so in the Leo sign. So it looks good for competitive exams, any government positions, but you have to keep in check of your health. Okay, sun can give health issues, especially to you, health issues related to headache, nausea, vomiting, all these things. You have to keep in check of all these things. So I have almost discussed last four lagnas. So I will now brief out something about Pisces Lagna. So Pisces Lagna, as I said, your most of the things look like you are far away, you are aloof, you want to be alone for your own self. You, maybe some of you are getting very spiritual, charitable. You want to be alone, you want to be in your own world, not focus much on others. So this is the whole scenario. You want to initiate something, you are going to, but many of you are in your own zone. Okay, so this can be the time, either you are far away in a foreign place or in your own zone but in the same country, but ultimately your whole focus is on yourself, not on others. So this is what I can see for Pisces Lagna right now in the transits. So this was all. If you really want to take paid consultation, then you can contact me through my WhatsApp number, or forms are also available. And along with that, I would request all of you to please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.